Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is part 2 of that massive haul slash flip video I started on Tuesday. If you didn't see that yet, I will leave a little link right up here. You can watch that when this one is done. Now, if you love thrifting, junking, and upcycling, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so YouTube lets you know every time I upload a new video. You can catch me over on social and my website, upcycledbybrie.com. All of that will be down in the description box below. We are going to hop into part 2 of this haul. Last week when I worked on my booth, I ran by the Giving Tree, which is my favorite thrift store here in Topeka. I'll leave their information down below as long as y'all promise not to go buy everything. But as a vendor at the Owl's Nest, I get 30% off at the Giving Tree because they're owned by the same people, which is amazing. It's an awesome support to us vendors, and then I can pass on a great deal to y'all. You have a little box right here. I ran by another thrift store here in town called the Major Thrift. I'm not a huge fan though because the items are priced in Overland Park, which is a couple of cities over, and it's a way bigger city, so prices are really high. But y'all, I found the most expensive item I've ever found, and I was kind of like, it was a hunch. I'll tell you more about it. It's in this box. We'll look at it shortly. I forgot an item from the garage sale Tuesday, and it was a super quick, simple flip. I wanted to share it with y'all real fast. Love this set of 3 canisters. Decorative use only. The metal and wood is great. They're a little dinged up, scratched up from use, so we are going to, I believe, decoupage them. And then they've got this adorable tray that they all sit on, so that's gonna be awesome. Kirkland's on sale for $14.97, originally $39.99. But I'm gonna get these all fixed up and we will list them over on my website. $29.95 for the set of 3 and the tray, which is still a heck of a deal. I quickly blew out all the dust inside of these containers and then used some Lysol disinfecting wipes to make sure they were nice and germ-free. I scraped off any old stickers carefully with a razor scraper, and these boxes were ready to go. I said originally I was going to use decoupage paper, but the wood was so pretty I decided for a quick stencil. These are the JRV mini grain sack stencils. The paint and stencils will be available on my site, upcycledbybrie.com, but I'll be sure to link that below. I've got DIY weathered wood, which is a great neutral brownish gray color, and my JRV number 24 stencil brush. I get a little bit of paint and then I offload onto a paper towel, which means I'm actually taking most of the paint off of my brush and using a very dry brush to stencil. That's the key for a crisp image. I'm really excited because these smaller stencil brushes are going to be available very soon, and I will have them as well. This number 24 is not too big though, it's working well for the job. I used a pouncing method for the very, very tiny print, and for this larger print, I'm going in with more of a swirl motion, as you see here. Either way, the key is to have very little paint on your brush and be patient. I do like this swirl method. It works a lot faster. I really have to be careful and make sure I'm using a light hand, not pressing down too hard. And for the reveal, we'll take the tape off, carefully remove our stencil, and we have a very nice, crisp, clean image. Using Sweet Pickins clear beeswax to seal this paint up. I like how well the DIY and the Sweet Pickins products play together. So this will not only seal the paint up, but you'll notice it gives a nice refresh to the wood. Look at that lower left-hand corner. This beeswax is an all-natural product and it smells amazing, so it's also really great to refresh the inside of furniture drawers. Here's a look at the canisters all finished up. I'm glad I went with a stencil instead of decoupage because this wood and metal combination is gorgeous. What do y'all think? Did I make a good choice with the stencil, or should I have decoupaged them? Leave me a comment below. Everything's cuter when it's mini. Look at these tiny spindles, and then the rattan seat. It's not actually rattan, it's jute, but it's super cute. I paid $1.05 for this. Looks like a puppy got a hold of it at some point, but I love that. Imagine it with a cute little planter on it, just sitting in a vignette, some books and a candlestick next to it. Super cute. It'll be $8.95 over on my site. A couple videos back, I will link a card up here. I found a little primitive handmade chair and y'all went nuts over it. It sold super fast, but then somebody commented that instead of it being a chair, it was a footstool, and it was common back in the day for it to have a long handle so people didn't have to bend over and pick it up. Portable footstool, and then it just goes up against the wall like this, so it's not in anybody's way. I love the shape of this one. It's so stinky cute. Paid about $9.50 for it after my discount, and I'm going to go ahead and put this one in my booth because it's a lot. Oh, you guys are gonna want this. Okay, fine, I'll ship it. Same process here for this wood, just a little sweet Pickins beeswax to freshen it up. I've been loving the like retro prints. These were hand painted and maybe decoupaged. No, it really looks like paint. 1980. You've got strawberries and cherries, which I love, but I'm not. What's up with the weird ribbon hangy things? I don't know. I think we're gonna sand these down, use the plaques, and make some modern cottagecore. Wall hangings, they were $1.05 each. And the only reason I'm not gonna keep these original is because I am gonna keep these original. Oh, also hand painted. PS are the initials on them. They were also $1.05 each. And these are from 1971. If you didn't like the cottagecore thing, you could totally sand these down and they'd be great to put on your own design for resale. These are gonna be for sale as is over on my site. The pair will be $12.95. And then we're gonna do a fun DIY with these, and I will pop a price in when I'm done. I took this set down to the garage, and this hurt my heart a little. I'm sorry if you love strawberries and cherries. I just couldn't quite jive with this set. So I'm using 120 grit sandpaper, letting the sander do the work, and removing the picture off of these vintage plaques. Once I had the front sanded, I went back upstairs. Notice I didn't worry about sanding off that gold rim. I knew I'd be painting over it. I wasn't worried about it showing through, but I knew the raised image from the hand painted cherries and strawberries would have shown more than I wanted. One coat of this DIY clay-based paint is more than enough to cover the raw wood. Notice as I'm drying it how much lighter it dries. The clay-based paint goes on darker, dries lighter, and when you seal it, it's going to then appear somewhere kind of in between the dry and wet color. This is the new JRV black and white floral decoupage paper. I love the gorgeous vintage image on it, and right now I'm just tracing around these plaques and getting the correct place on the paper that I want for my new plaque pattern. Here I have my DIY Crystal Clear Chandelier Liquid Patina. This is a multi-use product. You can use it as a decoupage medium, a transfer gel, and a top coat. Today it is going to be my decoupage medium, but you can also use a top coat that you have at home if you don't have any of this on hand. I center my image over the liquid patina, and then I use an IOD brayer to smooth it out. I have a comparable brayer down in my Amazon links below if you are needing to check that out. It makes it nice and smooth, and then another coat of the liquid patina over the top. And of course, there's many different ways to do decoupage paper. This has worked easiest for me. Once it's dry, I'm using 220 grit sandpaper and sanding around that edge from the raised surface on the plaque. And notice how it gives me a nice clean cut right around the edge. Now I'm just going to touch up the edges, make sure my paint looks nice and smooth, and I will seal it up with a coat of clear wax. Notice as I put this wax on, the paint becomes streaky looking. Now this is called the wax freakout factor. If this is the first time you're using DIY wax, it will happen. Don't freak out. When it dries, you'll notice here, everything is back to normal. I also used a wet rag just to clean up the back of these plaques. Since the DIY paint is water soluble, it makes it super simple. Next up, a hunk of wood for $1.05. I've thrifted these cute little birch covered votives a while back, and today will be the perfect day to use them. I emptied out the old wax and got them all cleaned up, and then I will just fill them with some very simple floral. With the clear beeswax, shining up this little chunk of wood just perfectly. I'm arranging these birch covered votives on top and putting in a few little sprigs of eucalyptus from Walmart into each one. Super simple flip and a very high-end look. I paid about $2.10 for these House of Lloyd vintage coasters. They are from 1984 and I thought they were super cute. Then I just looked them up online. There's a little brass holder that goes with them. They sit inside the little brass holder like this, and they're supposed to look like stacked up wood logs. I haven't decorated for fall yet, so I'm having a hard time committing to selling things, but I think I can part with them. Maybe I won't, since they don't have the holder. I'll let y'all know. About $2.75 on this adorable little copper flower basket. I love the hammered type texture. No stickers or markings on it, so I'm not sure if it's worth anything, but it's super cute. Don't think it's super valuable, but it's super cute. I have a teapot problem. $1.35-ish on this. Perfect fall color, awesome Cottagecore color. I will have this listed on my site at $8.95. So are y'all ever at the thrift store or anywhere and somebody is looking and reaching for something on the shelf and they pick it up and they're looking and then you see what they're looking at and you're thinking in your head, oh my gosh, please don't buy that, please don't buy that, please don't buy that, please don't buy that. That happened. Ohio Art, Bryan, Ohio, made in the USA. Vintage recipe box, a little dirty on the top. I'm gonna clean it up. I paid 35 cents and this is gonna be for sale for $9.95 over on my website. Super adorable. And y'all don't even have to keep recipes in it. I know a lot of people don't handwrite recipes anymore. You can keep whatever you want in here. Again, I hardly go to this thrift store anymore because the prices are just too high, but I did find some good stuff. I was particular. And then I found the most amazing find I've ever found. Like the reseller in me is like, we're gonna sell that item. Heck yeah, I'm going to California soon to meet Miss Debbie Beard and take her video boot camp. Mama needs to make some extra money. But at the same time, they're so cute. So let's look at the other things first and we'll get there. First up, I found a matching set of candlesticks, a tarnished brass, $149, $199, and 99 cents. So those prices were good. I am going to, of course, remove the price off of them. They were made in India, and I will list this on my site, the set for $14.95, because I know people are going to be looking for these for the holidays. So if y'all didn't know, I'm from Topeka, Kansas. This pig, I saw him on the shelf and I was like, ah, yes, please. You know, I love the critters. Pigs aren't my favorite, so I will be selling him. But when I flipped it over, I realized it was a bank from the Kingman's Savings Bank in Kingman, Kansas. $1.50 is what I paid. I wish I had his key, but I don't. There was a 207 sticker on the back, so is this like an auction thing, or anybody know what the sticker may have been about? I'm seeing a comparable online around $24.95. I paid $1.50 for him. He's gonna be on my site at $16.95. He's cast iron, super vintage, and super cute. Where are my elephant lovers at? These guys were $6 a piece, 12 for the set, so I paid up, but I really thought they were worth it. They are very pretty. The bottom is cast iron. There's a hole in the bottom. I do believe that means it's cast, and they've got the brass tops. They would make cool bookends too if you all aren't into the candles anymore. I'm going to list them on my site for the set at $29.95. They are gorgeous. They're an awesome statement piece, and I will for sure get them all cleaned up. More critters. Each one was 99 cents. Each one has some coins stuck inside. And again, more numbers on the bottom, which I'm assuming they came with that pig bank. I don't see any markings on them, but I'll have them each on my site. I've got a cat and a pig, $6.95 each, because they don't price it there. This was marked $5.99. She just charged me $3.99 and then $1.99 on this one. But I figured with the upcoming fall season, these Cottagecore colors are going to be perfect. With flowers in here, trinket tray for keys. This one's got a little bit of damage on it. I'll glue it up, fix it up to make sure that stops being damaged. And I will make sure I put that in the pictures. I'm gonna go ahead and sell these guys as a set. This one is very crooked. I will probably do the set around $14.95. I usually walk through the whole store. I don't get like, I don't usually look at clothes. I like peek at purses and stuff, but jewelry, whatever. Just like peek at it, glance at it as I walk by. But over in the jewelry section, there was a big container full of sunglasses. And made me think, oh yeah, when I was driving over here, my sunglasses were not in my car. They must have been like on the kitchen counter. I'll grab a pair of $1.99 sunglasses for the road. And I was digging and I was looking, some of them were in like snack size Ziploc baggies or whatever. And then some of them were like in the cases. And then I found these. So I saw the case. I was like, I recognize that. Y'all, I never buy expensive sunglasses because I always sit on them or lose them. They're not in my car when I need them. So I'm not gonna keep these, I don't think, but they're so nice. I've never had nice sunglasses. American Optical Original Pilot sunglasses. You can see up here in the top of the nose frame, I don't know if y'all can see that or not. They are 5520 AO, so they're authentic, which I guess is the size. $194. $1.99.
Expect uncompromising quality, engineered to rigid military specifications. Wear it for life. It's a look that never goes out of style.
And they are classy. Oh, it looks like men and women wear them. Ugh. Should I keep these? Like, I'm never gonna spend that much money on sunglasses. Oh, I'm just gonna smash them, and I'm afraid they're a little wide for my face. I'm gonna list them online. I'll decide on a price and I'll pop it in up here. Now y'all be sure to leave me a comment below. Let me know what your favorite flip was today. You can find all the flips and the products I use over on my site, upcycledbybrie.com. And if you haven't already, hit the little subscribe and that bell next to it, and YouTube will let you know every time there's a new Upcycled by Brie. Now I will see you back here for our next video. I am going to show you my junk. I'm going to show you my stash in the garage, my stash upstairs, where I keep my inventory, and how I organize it all. So until then, I will see y'all later. Bye, friends.
Hey, yo. Dance. I'm just like,
I recognize that. Y'all, look at this. Y'all, I never buy expensive sunglasses because I either lose them. I feel like...
Damn.